Hey guys, it's me, Daryl. Thanks for checking out another one of these videos. So I want to share with you something that a client uncovered on one of our calls. And I love this analogy, excited to share it with you. So we've been hearing for the last, 4, 5, 6 years, all about fake news, right? And it's really helped us become aware of kind of what these news companies are doing, right? And whether it's CNN, Fox News, or really any other news show out there, we know that they have objectives, right? They have goals. They have their own business goals, and that is to attract eyeballs, right? And this idea of fake news has become something that we're paying more attention to. And when I was talking to one of my clients about her mindset and about this idea that there are neutral things in our lives everywhere we look, right? Whether it is something that happens in our business, something somebody says to us, the way our kids behave, the way a client or a customer or an employee shows up in the office, right? Whatever those things are, they're neutral. And this is kind of hard to hear because these are the things we react to, right? These are the things that make us frustrated, that get us angry, that make us mad, that get us sad, and a whole host of other emotions. Well, the reality is they're neutral. And I was explaining to this client that the things that are causing her frustration, her sadness, or any other emotional reaction are not the things outside of herself that happen, but actually the way she thinks about them, right? The things the mind does. So when these neutral events happen, let's say somebody cuts us off in traffic, right? The fact that they cut us off in traffic is just a fact, right? Pretty much anybody you ask would tell you that this person just swerved in front of you and it was close, right? That's a fact. That's a circumstance. That's a neutral occurrence. But it's our thoughts. It's our thoughts about that person swerving in front of us that cause our frustration, that cause us our anger, that cause us to overreact. And as I was sharing this with the client, she kind of laughed. She said, it's kind of like we're feeding ourselves our own fake news. And I love the analogy because it's exactly what we're doing, right? When we look at situations, when we're in relationship with people, when we're making our way through life and we're overreacting or we're just reacting, period, to this outside stimuli, that's neutral. It happened. Those are factual things that happen. But it's our minds that can spin these in a way that don't serve us. It's our minds that can spin these in a way that don't help us out at all. Right? Here's a great example that I use with a lot of clients. Think about the scale. Think about what happens when you step on the scale, right? We get a number reflected to us. And based on what's going on in our heads, we tell ourselves a story about that number, right? If it's a number higher than we thought it should be or would be, then we tell ourselves that we're not good enough, right? We're not sticking to a diet. We can't overcome this challenge we might have with weight gain. We just can't get it right. We're a failure. Now, if we're surprised and that number goes down by a few pounds, suddenly, oh man, I can do this. I'm successful. I'm on my way. I'm building momentum, right? And if that number is 250 pounds, it's just a number. It's neutral. It's a fact. It's a circumstance. Right? The things that change what that number means to you are your thoughts around the number, are the fake news you may be feeding yourself, right? Because that 250-pound number, for one person, they're going to say, man, more evidence that I failed. For somebody else, they're going to be like, holy crap, look at all the weight I lost. I'm on my way. But the number's the same. It's 250 either way. Right? So it's not the number. It's not the person cutting us off in traffic. It's not the way the client showed up. It's not the way our boss reacted to our latest proposal. It's none of those things. It is our thoughts around these things. And this is a lot of the work I do with clients. Right? As my clients see the impact of the way they think, they're able to make powerful shifts in the way they live, in the way they work, and the results they get. So think about that. What kind of fake news might you be feeding yourself? What kind of neutral circumstances are going on around you that you're bringing thinking, you're bringing a story to the party that just isn't serving you? Right? And how can you make some of those shifts? Because if thinking is the only thing that's making us feel sad, mad, or frustrated, then thinking is also the opportunity to feel glad, opportunistic, excited, or joyous. Right? It's all in our heads. Let's work on our minds. Let's work on the thoughts. Let's find the ones that serve us and let go of the ones that don't. Right? Remember, the only thing that gives our thoughts control over us is how much we believe them. This isn't about getting rid of your thoughts. This isn't about changing our thoughts. This is about recognizing the thoughts that come up in our mind, about deciding which ones we want to pay attention to, which ones we want to give power to, which ones we want to believe. Right? A thought that you don't believe has no power over you whatsoever. So start paying attention to your thoughts. Start watching your thoughts. Then decide what you want to do with them. Right? Decide to turn off the fake news that's already going on inside your mind. Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you got out a lot of this. Hopefully you got a lot out of this video. I was really excited when my client came up with that analogy. It stuck with me for about a week, so I was excited to share it with you today. If you want to learn how to use your mind for you and stop letting it work against you, give me a call. Let me know what's going on. Because the way we use our minds, our ability to understand how our minds work and what to do with the thoughts that come up on a day-to-day basis drive the results we get in our businesses, in our lives, and all around us. See you guys next time.